This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. You can take the blue, or the red pill, or the green one.
What? There's a green one? Sweet.
All right, man, it looks like it's going to be another B-split push coming up here. Standard as could be for the T side.
Yeah, they are getting ready for it right now. They've got 2 people coming out through the middle. 3 people through upper dark at the moment. There's counter-terrorist holding 1 guy inside the B-bomb site, 1 guy down towards the middle of the map.
Yeah, that B-slope man on CT side is going to be the linchpin here. T side, they've managed to put the CT smoke down. No support coming in from the A site here for the defense. It's all going to come down to the entry shots here, the man making the plan.
It's getting kind of cold in here.
Yeah, man, did you leave the window open?
I don't think so.
What?
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show here.
Hey.
A little bit of a strange day for us today, but we're finally about to be ready. So, yeah. What's up, Semler?
I'm doing good, man, and we got to give a shout out to our friend Lutta here in Stockholm. He's putting us up in his studio. We couldn't run the Caseking out of the Fragbite studio, and as everybody knows, my internet runs on hamster power, so it just isn't good enough for a stream right now. So Lutta stepped in. He saved the day. We've got his studio here, and we're going to try and run the games out of here tonight. So the Caseking will happen. What's up, everybody?
Exactly. I mean, it's a little bit crazy because normally I'm running it from home in Denmark, but obviously I'm here in Stockholm doing Fragbite. We're going to be doing DreamHack Stockholm tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be completely crazy. We wanted to fit this Caseking stuff into. A big thanks for all the help we're getting with doing this. Hopefully the audio levels are good. If not, tell us in the chat. We'll try and keep an eye on it, make sure microphones and everything else is working properly. But we didn't have a lot of time, and we didn't actually give our production guy a lot of time either. We had a bit of a crazy day today.
Well,
but,
yeah, it's been a bit nuts towards the end. We had a couple things come up with the tournament itself that we had to get sorted out, and then we had the skins that went live as well. So our second set is out. Cartel. We've got the AK, we got the Galil, we got the P250, so be sure to go and check them out at the website, RoomOnFire.tv/workshop. We've got everything there. You guys can go and check them out. They're really sick. Like, and as far as I'm concerned, and I'm biased in this, but as far as I'm concerned, they're the best skins that's ever been released in CSGO. So you guys go ahead and check them out. Give us your opinions on them and give them a vote.
It's very satisfying, I feel like, because if you look through the workshop, I think you're not going to find many skins that have this kind of feel.
And the detail as well.
There's a really high level of detail, and I know the guys working on Coyote and Hanzo have been really proud, and for good reason. They've been working really hard on it, and they're really talented people. So definitely go and check them out, vote them into the game, and you can play around with them, and it's going to be great. Tonight, we have Property and HellRaisers playing against each other to try and compete against Fnatic at the very end. At least one of the teams will. So it's going to be a best of 3 coming up. And we actually have the players on the server, so we could just switch it over and see what we get for action here. I mean, finding teams that can actually beat Fnatic has proven really hard lately.
It has. I mean, the thing is, they're looking like the best team in the world right now, man. Yeah. Pretty tough to deal with them, seeing as how they just look so good. Refined, aggression, smarts with the strats, thanks to Pronax, but they've got the firepower now that JW has woken up. Olafmeister and Crims have definitely been huge assets for the team since they joined up. So it's just looking like Fnatic are the team to beat right now, and they've been the Kings 2 weeks running now. So we're going to see if tonight, Property or HellRaisers will be able to take them down. That's what we're all tuning in to watch. But we've got 2 best of 3s coming up for you guys. In the first best of 3, we've got Property and HellRaisers playing it out, and they're going to see, well, they're going to be fighting for a chance to take a crack at the Swedes.
So exactly what it's down to here. Property, they do have a standard. Spitfire had some internet issues, so they're going to be playing with a friend who is Dalito. do believe I've seen this name before, but I actually can't remember exactly where. But definitely a recognizable name, and he's going to be playing into the Spitfires. That's a shame for Property, but you know they're a pretty newly found lineup, and I still think this experience is going to benefit them in the long run.
Absolutely,
getting a chance to play HellRaisers.
Yeah, this is the thing. You know, they're still going to be able to have a really strong chance at it. Last night in the Fragmite Masters qualifiers, we were in the first night of qualifiers, and Property played a damn near perfect game. Excellent play throughout the whole qualifier, all 2 days long. But last night in particular, Emilio nearly dropped a 40 bomb in one of those maps. So, I mean, they're looking really fired up right now, Property, and it's going to be a real pleasure to see them play versus HellRaisers, a team that have made changes of their own, actually, with Adrian just recently being taken off the lineup to be replaced by Simple.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's still a bit too soon to see what the final result of that is, but Simple seems to be a really good player. So, I mean, I don't think they've lost a huge amount, but you never know with team chemistry and all that stuff. I think it's going to take a while before we see the full effect of that HellRaisers change. But I guess they needed something anyway, because they just still haven't reached that level that we really want them to be at. So, that's what it's down to at the end.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's been, well, I mean, since the inception of the team, right? Astana Dragons, now HellRaisers, but it's always been all eyes on these guys. They've got so much star power on the lineup, and they never really seemed to be able to bring the level of play we all expected from them in a live game. So now we're going to see if this change is going to go, is going to help them out. Simple has definitely been landing shots for them, but that never really seemed to be the issue for HellRaisers. I mean, they've got so much raw firepower on the team. What I'm curious about is whether they're going to manage to gel. You know, if bringing in Simple is enough of a change to allow them to start playing more as a team, more as a unit, versus, you know, the individuals that we've been seeing from them so far.
And that's what we're about to find out. Property, on the other hand, I mean, they don't exactly lack in the fragging department either. Emilio went nuts yesterday and dropped almost 40 kills in the last game that they were playing then. I think he ended up at 37 or 38, so it was really close.
It was like that.
He just got cheated on the last two. Said, a legend in his own right, used to play in NIP a very long time ago. And then we have Delpan as well, definitely a household name. Jumpy and Spitfire's been around for a long time. I think Jumpy is the newest guy really on this lineup, and obviously Delito that is the stand-in here. But apart from that, say Property are mostly known players as well.
Yes, I mean we've seen some good experience from them. I mean, Emilio in particular, SK. You know, he's been playing there. He played there with Huitan and Michaelele. Delpan has played for SK as well. I mean, these guys, we've seen them kind of everywhere in CS:GO in the landscape, joining teams here and there. But now it seems like they've really found a unit that works very well. From what we saw yesterday, it was really solid play out of them. They looked very comfortable on the maps. So we'll see if the lack of Spitfire here is going to really impact their play in a negative way, or if they're going to be able to keep it together with the 4 members that they've got going right now. HellRaisers will be starting on the CT side already. We are live in the game with the pistol round here, and this is a very important pistol for Property. They're the ones who really need to be getting a good start here to start off in this best of 3.
Yeah, and they're already spreading out quite far across everywhere, but in fact they have the bomb over towards the B bomb site, and that's going to be the big difference. Kucha's the one defending, so this is all but a distraction, and a great one it is as well, as Emilio is going to pick up the first kill on Doja. That is definitely going to sell it, and actually because of that kill, they're switching up the bomb here. They're going back into middle with it, so that's interesting. Yeah,
it seems like they're really interested. I mean, there we go. They know that there's a guy at long, at least now with Markelov. Emilio, he's in the corner, but the longer he stays alive, the better, essentially, because Simple is going to get overwhelmed on the A site. Zet will be taken out by him, but in the meantime, now the tables have turned. Markelov is the one who's pinned down.
Emilio right now going for an award as the most annoying terrorist of all time down here on long. He's still alive, just keeping Markelov occupied, and the rest of them, they're not even going to help. They're going to try and fight Delpan instead, and maybe that's a mistake. Delpan picks up 1 and 2, and that's going to be a 3rd one. That's a triple kill from Delpan in a matter of seconds, and Property are going to win that first round against HellRaisers. That is pretty good.
That's excellent, and in really fine fashion as well. They're looking very confident right now. Delpan, those 3 shots, you're thinking, okay, the guy's rushing out on Cat. There's quite a few of them. This could get hairy here for Property. They're pinned down on the site, because that's the other thing. It's like they don't get control of long because of Markelov, so they have to worry about getting pincered in. If they show themselves too much to Markelov, Markelov can take pot shots at them with the P2K, maybe get that headshot, and then you have the guys coming up on Cat. But Delpan, he wasn't concerned. He decided to take things into his own hands and just slaughter everybody coming up from HellRaisers on short.
I look at this ultra passive style coming out from the terrorist side, and it's actually kind of cool because we see that Angel and Markelov are pretty aggressive, and Simple also has a scout somewhere on the map. So really playing it safe to the Swedish team right now, which is not normally what I would expect from a team that features Delpan, but it's kind of great to see. That means they must have a leader in there somewhere that's able to slow them all down and make them think before they just go, you know, running into the middle of the map.
Well, that's what you want to see. You want to see some cohesion here out of them. And it seems like they've got it somewhat. As far as the setup is concerned, Property now just kind of drifting back into mid. HellRaisers falling a little bit back towards those sites. We will have Angel peeking out on Cat. This could be a good opportunity for him to do a little bit of damage here. Set, gonna get overwhelmed, and that's a P250 that's going to work, but he's not able to pick up that Galil unless Markelov can blow it back to himself, but Emilio is going to be the one picking up that frag, and this is looking pretty damn good here so far for Property. They've only dropped one man.
Doja can't find a headshot. Delpan comes up from long. He was sat down in pit all along, just waiting, and I think actually the idea behind this push from Property was to leave Delpan down in the pit, and they were hoping that someone was going to come and peek. Nobody ever did, and when Delpan eventually got bored, he just went and found the kill anyway. So it works out, not exactly like they wanted to, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to get them around here.
It's kind of like Delpan style as well, right? You know, he's just like, I'm bored, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go find somebody to shoot in the face.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually just what went through his head. Not so much, you know, this would be great tactically, just like,
right.
I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nobody's coming to me, I'm going to come to them.
Yeah.
And then he's on the hunt again. Kucher's got a bit of a position here. He's got that Galil that was dropped by Zet earlier over on Cat, so potential weapon to be used against Team Property. Delpan trying to check the angles. Let's see if he actually gets this right. He will, in fact, die. So good kill there by Kucher. The parting shot, and that's going to be a decent anti-eco round coming out, or eco round, rather, coming out from HellRaisers, seeing as how they managed to pick up 2 kills, and they save a gun to use this round.
Yeah, that Galil is interesting. It's not going to, I mean, it's not as great if it was, you know, they had stolen an AWP or something. That would have been even better. And speaking of AWPs, Delpan has one with no armor either. So glass cannon already in the 3rd round.
See, I don't like that.
No, I actually don't either. I think this is a big risk.
It is. It's a bit of a risk. I mean, they're still going up against pistols here. They know that one guy saved the rifle, but I mean, HellRaisers, there's a couple of things, a couple of factors to consider here. HellRaisers are known for going for crazy buys. I mean, they've done it plenty of times in the past, so maybe the outside chance here is that Property are thinking, well, maybe they decide to force up off that Galil, but that I don't even think HellRaisers are crazy enough to do that, and clearly they aren't. They've still just gone with pistols here in this round. They're going to count on Kucher to do a little bit of damage, but that's about it. So going for, like, Kevlar, no Kevlar or helmet, he could fall to pistols, and that's a very expensive rifle to just be dropping.
Although in Property's defense, if there ever was a team that was crazy enough to go for it, it really is HellRaisers, right? I mean, the fact that they haven't is pretty good news. Kucher, is he really going to try? They're faking with the pistol fire behind. That pistol fire that was just put in by Markelov, that was a pretend. That was a signal to Property that, look, we're just standing in the background of the B, just shooting, you know, no, Kucher's not moving up at all. Don't even worry about that. This is going to work out really well with the timing, and Delpan's gone. No head armor, instant headshot.
Yeah, and they leave him alone as well. So mistakes coming out here from Property, honestly. If the guy's going to go for a Kevlar, like a Kevlar-less op, at least give him a bodyguard. At least give him a dog on a leash, somebody who's going to watch his back and make sure that he can't get flanked like that. So I don't know. That was a bit odd. Delpan kind of hanging back. And this is now 2 guns that HellRaisers have. They can go ahead and just run across the map and save that AWP, as we see Simple doing already, getting over to the B site. This is smart play from HellRaisers. They've been gifted 2 rifles to hold on to. This is a lot of money saved on their part, because you know that they're going to want to pick up that AWP in the 4th round. Yeah. So that's $47.50 that's just been saved for HellRaisers in the round to come.
And a huge amount of money wasted on the terrorist side as well. Yeah, that tiny detail with Markelov shooting in the background made me very happy.
Yeah, clever play.
So we've seen it before, not the first time we've seen it, but it's very hard to catch on camera. And usually there's so much other stuff going on that you don't really realize it when you're in the game. But that was a really fun little detail. Obviously, at that exciting point, it didn't have the biggest impact on the game. But if they had been up there, they could have been turning around a little bit earlier than, you know, just maybe assuming, oh, no one's coming. It's interesting.
No,
I love it.
Very clever. That may have set things up properly. Well, in any case, now Simple's got that AWP. He's going to be using it here for HellRaisers. Plays up on Cat.
Oh, and we have some Skype sounds in the background. We'll try and fix that as soon as we can, guys. Didn't realize that was on.
Yeah, I think I heard one like doo-doo at one point, but
if it keeps, we'll fix it. Maybe during the halftime, we'll bring it back to the camera, guys, and we'll sort it out. But in the meantime, we'll have to deal with Skype popping up every once in a while. Markelov here, going to get flashed in. Tries to take a bit of a shot here, but Emilio's actually going to be safe for a moment. And Markelov with a great spray down. It looked like Delpan was going to be able to rescue him there, but instead they both die.
That was definitely a big error there. Property kind of getting bottled up at the doors, and Markelov, good spray control from him. Jumpy will manage to find Angel on the B slope, however, and Markelov has only got 2 HP, so it's a little bit difficult for him to be challenging here. He's going to get caught by this nade, so a quick 1-for-1 trade, but Delpan is now sitting, or it's Zet rather, with the AWP. finds the opening and brings it into a 1v2. Simple gives away his position on Cat, and now Set knows. Not going to matter, though. Simple lands the shot first.
And now he's rotating back around here, so now it's Delito versus Simple, one-on-one, and the bomb is dropped so far away, he actually hasn't picked it up. Simple's going to jump down, and it's going to be a kill. Great double here for the newcomer on the lineup, but even if that hadn't happened, the bomb was all the way over here, and there was only 20 seconds left, so how was Delito going to be able to do that? Pretty tough for him.
Well, now just odd, a couple of odd plays there, but it's not the end of the world here still for Property. They've got 3 rounds on the board. They have enough money to go ahead for a good buy here in the 5th round. So losing that round, they had enough in the bank to be able to go for a pretty solid buy with full rifles, and that's the important bit here. They don't want to give HellRaisers any kind of leeway. They don't want to give them any momentum here. So Property making sure that they can get the buy in and perhaps slow things down a little bit, try and get control of the situation again, because HellRaisers right there managed to pick them apart. That wasn't necessarily the best call, especially when you're supposed to be going in through mid doors like that. You sack one guy, okay, you lose the first guy, you lose Delpan, not the end of the world so long as that's the only kill that Markelov gets. But Markelov being able to spray down 2 guys and stay alive as well, that was definitely a bit of a misstep there by Property.
Yeah, feels like it. And now they're going to try and push out the middle again, but this time in through CT spawn. So this is a strange variation. Something we did see yesterday, but not a lot of other teams are big fans of doing this. And right now they seem to be weirdly stuck in here, and I'm not sure that's how this is supposed to work out for them. They need to move a lot quicker than they are right now. Markelov will pick up 1 Angel with another kill, and the bomb is still at the top of mid here. It's a 3-on-4, and Sed's the one left. I'm not entirely sure what Property were aiming to do this round.
It seemed a little bit... Well, they were looking to see if they could catch somebody out in CT. That's the big thing about that play, and that's how we saw it work several times last night in the Frag Pack qualifiers. They were able to make this play work consistently. Now, however, HellRaisers kind of getting caught out. They still managed to get onto that site with the AWP, well, with the bomb rather, but there's still a 2-on-2 situation here. Jumpy and CT managing to stop Simple from rotating in. He's going to get flanked by Doja at the mid doors. So this is good information here for Delito.
Yeah, but a really tough position for him to play now. They have 1 flashbang as well, and he can't cover everything all as one. He's going to have to count on them having the wrong timing here. That he can kill 1 guy door and then quickly switch around and get the next one. And Markov's already spotted him. It's going to be the 1 kill. Turns around and actually had time for it, but Doja was in a better position, and that's going to be the defuse happening here. So a strange 2-on-2 for Property. I think maybe if Emilio could have stayed alive, or sorry, Jumpy could have stayed alive down in CT spawn, that could have been a little bit better, but it was still hard for them to try and come back in that round. Yeah,
getting caught by Doja at the mid doors like that didn't really help things. It was quite clever for Property in the end to have Simple, or rather have Jumpy just kind of hanging out there in CT spawn, sneaking in there. And that was a good recovery of the situation for them, because they certainly were a bit behind at that point in the round. Property, however, this time around have to go for an eco round, but still getting that plant in the round before means that they'll have enough money after this eco to go for a pretty decent buy in the 7th round. So they're going to be able to keep the pressure up. As long as they can keep getting plants, that's all that really matters for them. Because HellRaisers, they're winning these rounds, but they're only winning with 1 guy alive. HellRaisers don't have a whole lot of bank. And that's what Property is saying to themselves at this point, thinking, okay, well, they're winning the rounds, but they're far too close for comfort, and if we can just keep pressuring them, we win a round, and we force them to either go for an awkward force buy or get an eco of their own. So Property are definitely not out of contention yet.
No, they are still in this very much. Simple's going to get smoked by here. Delpan on the other side. Waiting. Oh, they're going to run into lower dark, and Delpan can't see it. The question is, are his teammates going to be aware that this might be happening? They're already getting gunned down here. Jumpy with a really good double return, and that's obviously hugely important.
Yeah, Simple is here with the AWP as well. Simple just a little bit too late. Flash isn't going to be too effective, however. Doja pushing out from Longhouse is going to get picked up by Delito. Nicely done there by Delito, but the nade is going to finally finish off Jumpy. This is still a man advantage situation for Property. Delito is still alive. Markelov kind of hunting for him perhaps, but he must hear the guys over on long, and he's going to be trying to rotate around, trying to slow things down to stop them from getting up on A slope, and he does just that.
Yeah, he can flash himself in. He's going to bank it off the wall. Is it going to be good timing? Delito's very low on health here, and Markelov's going to take care of him. And the bomb is all the way down in the middle, so Markelov, well, he got the 1 kill in, but now if he runs through the smoke, there's still 50 seconds left. He's going to go through once, and there's just more smoke waiting for him all the time.
He can't quite find the angle. Is he going to go through? He's kind of just walking around. Delpan gets caught. The timing there for Delpan, not managing to actually pick off Markelov as he got close. He's going to try for a shot onto B slope. Markelov gets flashed though, so he's going to have to try and change up his angle, try and catch Delpan off guard. But Delpan, he seems to realize what's happening here. Goes for the shot, puts it into the wall, and now it's a one-on-one situation. Markelov on the edge of clutching it, just goes for the mad spray. They're running out of bullets, and Emilio will be the one to live.
Oh, wow. That was an awkward one-on-one at the end. I think Emilio must have been panicking a little bit. And Delpan probably not too proud that he almost lost the round just by being a little bit too aggressive then. Great play by Markelov. Really aggressive as well. But it is Property that come out on top. And it was a 1-on-3 for Markelov. Let's remember that as well. He got Delito over on long first.
Yeah, that was really too close for comfort. Delpan missing another shot to open things up here.
And Salmo, you were pointing out if they lost that round, they would have to maybe go for an awkward force buy. And being HellRaisers, that's exactly what they do. Just Deagle and a couple of FAMASas and the party's on. Delito with a great position here in the smoke. Going to be taking down Angel, who was trying to sneak up there. And now there's a good chance for Property to string together even more rounds.
Yeah, that's the funny thing here is that HellRaisers, they've got that reputation. They have no fear. They don't, the word eco is actually not in the dictionary. They turn to E, they see elephant, they see economics, but they don't see eco.
They're not big fans. It's true. They don't believe in it.
I don't know. So now HellRaisers, they're going to get the rifles. They're getting picked off here, however. Simple's alive with the Deagle, so we'll have to see if One Deag's here. Will be fitting with the cartel, but it's not going to happen. Emilio rushes him down, and this is going to be Team Property just rolling right through HellRaisers. Last man alive here is Doja at long. Lito on the other side, and he's going to pick him up as he rounds the corner. So Team Property talk about a way to bounce back into this situation. A perfect round against a buy round from HellRaisers nonetheless, and now they get an even better opportunity to build bank. HellRaisers, whether they believe in the word or not, they're going to have to eco here.
And just to point out a little bit of fun here that it's actually the stand-in Delito who's top fragging at the moment with 8 kills. So but they picked the right guy to step up for them here. Property showing some cool moves already.
Looking really good. And it's going to be a trade. Markov actually finding Set, tries to go for that AK, using it as bait, Jumpy. Picking him off left and right as they try and come after that gun. Good control there from Property, using that AK as a good bait. Getting HellRaisers out in the open. And just handling that anti-eco round very well. Team Property only dropping one guy, so we can start to see some money develop on their side. HellRaisers, however, on their side of things, going to go for the force buy.
Oh, and Delpan gets the long spawn. You can see how almost a smile on his face probably as he spawns like that with the AWP. It's going to run straight for it, and Doja's going to be the first guy around the corner. Markelov misses by an inch, but this time he's going to get the kill. He just moves on, and being Delpan, sorry, not Markelov, but Delpan, being Delpan, he just keeps moving. Not worried at all, not going to fall back, and that cost him.
Yeah, missing uncharacteristically missing some shots here, Delpan. Because you would think in that sort of situation, that's a shot that he lands, and yet not able to get it, shoots the container as well, the container instead, and that's not going to help things here for Team Property. They had a man advantage. Now at least they have some information. They know that at least one guy is over at long, or was at long. But it's going to be Kucher holding close to B here, and just manages to get the perfect double spray down.
And that should have never happened. The first one, sure, but the second one he shouldn't have got. Angel's going to defend in here as well. Now Emilio, not quite flashed. He's going to get a good headshot in. But this should have been a 2-on-2 right now for Property. I think they're going to be a little bit sad they didn't manage to kill Kucher in the middle there.
Yeah, they might be slightly miffed. Simple might get caught here, but he's going to manage to react in time. Emilio looking to turn that into a 1-on-1 and thus a winnable situation. Simple manages to catch him at the doors, and that's going to slow everything down now for Property. They're going to have to spend a lot of that bank that they saved up from the last round, whereas HellRaisers get a little bit of a chance to breathe here. So we can see HellRaisers, they have that AWP now for Simple.
There are a lot of ways that Kucher's position is really good in that middle area, but the one way that it isn't good is if they get as far around the corner like that without any of them being flashed. So that's why, actually, that Kucher should have died much earlier, because normally if you're in that position, you're going to be throwing out a flashbang, and you're going to have somebody flashing you in before you take the peek. But none of that happened. They just walked around the corner, and one of them had a grenade in hand, and that's why Kucher lived. So that's a big deciding factor in that round. 6-4 here, and Doja will pick up a second kill. Delito going down. Jumpy's already fallen as well to Markelov, so now this is not such a good start to the round, obviously, for the terrorist side. And Simple does miss a shot on Delpan, but still is scary.
Yeah, this is still a situation that Property can come back in, but they have the rifles. Delpan gets picked off, however. Simple is just trouncing him at this point. And double AK situation now for Property. In a 2-on-5 situation, Flash comes in, Zet gets picked off, and HellRaisers, they're on the brink of getting a perfect round.
Now they're just hunting for Emilio, and Angel is going to pick it up. So you're right. From losing a lot of players back to just having almost everyone survive. And Property have only 2 people that can really buy, so they're going to have to eco here. And right now, this is shaping up to be a pretty good half for HellRaisers. 5, maybe not quite enough here on the first half, but it's getting really close at this point. And if they just string together a few more rounds, I think they're going to come out of it maybe with a really great first half, in fact.
Oh yeah, they're looking to be on the brink right now, and it's still not done for either team. If Property eco this round, sure, then they go for a buy round in the next. They can still bounce back and finish this 9-6, which is actually still a pretty respectable score on Dust 2, considering CT side seems to be getting more and more rounds these days. HellRaisers, however, they have a good opportunity to just take this 9-6 themselves, so we'll have to see how things shape up in the next round. But for now, at least, Property managing to get the drop on Angel, who was holding in that position on B slope, and they're trying to get onto B side as fast as possible, but Angel just barely reloads in time.
Only going to get the 1 kill here. So the bomb goes down. In terms of ecos, this is pretty good right now for the Swedish team. Delito has that AK picked up. Emilio's stolen them for somewhere. A lot of flashbangs raining in here. HellRaisers giving them no time to get into any kind of position. They're just already in the bomb site. Emilio will pick up 1. Now it's a 2-on-2. And oh my god, they're going to defend it. Emilio picks up an ace in the round. Really, he's not really cooled off from yesterday. He's 15-2-5. What a great round from Emilio. That's got to be encouraging for Property.
Yeah, Dust 2 just seems to be his map right now. Emilio, I was talking with him a little bit before this tournament, and he was like, yeah, I did well last night, right? When he nearly drops a 40 bomb, which isn't something we see very often, guys. That's a stellar scoreline. So he's definitely feeling this map, and he's in a good place. And we see that now. 15-5 is a great scoreline to have against a team of HellRaisers caliber. This is a team that's going to be in the main event of most tournaments. So Property just continue to trounce. It's in a 4-on-4 situation at this point. So Kuchera has taken a little bit of damage. This is the one thing that sets off the balance Property's way. They've still got the lead as far as health is concerned, and they still have some good nades as well to take this site with if they decide to go for A. But they're looking to see if anybody's going to be rotating around in mid from HellRaisers. They're trying to keep eyes over on the CT side of mid doors, but also perhaps on lower dark. So we'll see if they're going to get picked off by Angel pushing in here.
Oh, timing is everything right now. If Angel goes down, that's going to leave the BU bombs. It's so vulnerable, but instead he gets the kill, and then he's just going to be waiting a little bit. Not exactly falling back, but just ready to repeat. And he's going to spot Delito with the AWP, but he's really not got much of a reason to try and take this fight.
No, it seems like they're going to wrap all the way back around. It's going to be a T play. It's going to be a B play. Jumpy and Zet running all the way back through T-spawn, leaving Delito alone with that AWP. Not the safest weapon to be trying to take a fight with. You get that one shot. We'll see if he can find the opening. Angel's going to still be in upper dark, though, and that completely catches Jumpy off guard. It looked like Jumpy was actually checking towards lower dark to make sure that Angel still wasn't lurking around there. Angel just playing out of his mind. Triple kill for him, shutting down Set. And that's one prong of the attack just completely shut down there for Property.
Is he going to try and hide in the smoke? It's a really, really bold move here from Delito. If this works, it's going to be really, really cool. Markov is sort of thinking, maybe? Maybe he's in there. Oh my god, it works. I love it. That is, extra points for style. That's very, very well thought out.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's very cool. I love that.
I don't even know what to say. That's just incredible. And Markov just doesn't even go for a spray or anything like a shot in there. No.
No, it's just, you didn't think anyone would be, bold enough to do that.
That's amazing. All right, Delito. Style points there, that's for sure. HellRaisers, the important bit is that HellRaisers are able to get that 6th round. Property still managing to just barely have enough money for a buy. Delpan has that AWP that Delito was able to save for him, so this is still a solid round coming out here from Property. Good gear on HellRaisers, and already Simple picks up his first frag, but Jumpy manages to trade it, and then it's a trade right back. Kocher, the overlap here at mid, this is really turning into a brawl. Angel finds Set in upper dark, and everything is slowing down here. Property, they're in a 2-on-4.
Oh, good flashbang timing. Delito could have already picked up that kill. Now, the problem is for Delpan, he's getting wrapped around. Dosha is now coming up from A-long, and HellRaisers pretty much have mid-control. So Property, they have a 2-on-4, but they're not in position to help each other at all.
Yeah, they've actually been split up.
Each of them alone, basically.
This is Doja. Oh, this may be a kill here for Doja. If Delpan's looking the right way, he's actually looking towards top mid. He's not looking into lower dark.
Oh, no.
And he's not going to look at all. And that's going to be a little bit frustrating there for Delito. He's going to be like, what? Where did that guy come from?
Yeah, Dosha somehow had the perfect timing to sneak in right between the two players. So, yeah, none of them had any reason to suspect that there was going to be a guy there. Delpan still in the middle waiting. 30 seconds left. One flashbang. And they know exactly where he is. He's going to miss the flick. And Markolov will take him down. Legs crossed and everything. All right, 7-7. And we're going to be moving right into the 8th round. Where, I don't know. I think HellRaisers has already done a lot on this first half here. And Property really don't have any money to buy within this last round. So it's Scout and 1 AK. And a single Scout, in fact.
This is, you know, we saw them win an eco round already this time around property, so we'll have to see if they can do it again. Delpan has that scout, so he still has some firepower along with the CZs. An AK picked up on Delito, but it doesn't look like they're wasting any time. They're going straight up onto Cat, jump down into CT. Emilio is all over the place right now, looking to catch anybody rotating, but it's a very standard hold here from HellRaisers, and this is actually working out for them.
Markolov, oh, he's going to get taken down. Jumpy somehow coming out on top of that one. And now when they rotate through spawn, the big question is, are they going to expect Emilio to be here? They're not going to go through spawn, so now Emilio has to readjust here. He's going to have to come up from behind them, basically.
This is definitely not the ideal situation right now for Emilio. He could potentially wrap around, but they're going to hear him if he goes walking through. Delito, however, is going to execute Angel as he tries to rush up on Cat. Emilio looking to catch out the man who's pushing up on Long. It's going to be set with the 1 but 2 members survive for HellRaisers, and they've got the kits as well. They're going to be able to get up here, no problem at all. No idea what happened there with Emilio trying to pick off Simple. That dance from Simple, basically, that's the fanciest footwork.
Yeah, that's got to be a little bit frustrating, right? Because I bet he thought that he could have really done that, especially when the first shot missed from Simple M. But it doesn't work out that way. And I'll try and see if I can figure out what's causing the Skype noise.
Go there. There.
Wow. All right. There's some tech support here.
Mute all sounds.
Mute all sounds.
Wham.
Who would have thought that that was the option we were looking for? All right. Thank you, guys. Now we can go into the second half straight away. Hopefully, Scout won't make any more noises. Yeah. Thank you for joining us here at the Room on Fire. This is the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn, and it's week 8 of that tournament. We've got Property and HellRaisers, and then later on tonight we have Fnatic as well. So we're so happy so many of you wanted to join us here. It's been a bit of a scramble to try and get everything working out because I'm not at home, as you can tell. We're in Stockholm. And so normally I'm the guy running the stream, but now we've got help from our good friend Luda who's helping us out. So it's really, really great.
Shout out to Luda. He's letting us crash his studio, basically. It's like, where can we go? Because we don't have a PC right now, actually. My PC is over at home, but...
Switch it into the game, and let's get it on here. It's the second half. First match still. It's a best-of-3 game, so whoever wins or loses, we're still going to have more action coming up. Dust 2 is a good map to start off and get the teams a chance to feel each other out and see what's going on. I think... Property now being on the CT side, they do need to win this pistol round, and it's looking really hard. I think they're about to get shot off from the bomb site basically here.
This isn't looking too good. They're going to manage to wrap back around through A long. It's going to be Jumpy trying to take shots from Pit. He's getting hammered, however, from Doja, who's just trying to push out there. But Doja and Simple managed to get the job done. Still 2 members alive here for Property in the Pit. They're trying to wrap back in and try to catch this guy. But Doja's just too fleet. He's getting back out through the mid.
Oh, and Delito, is he going to be looking the wrong way? Does actually catch that kill on Doja, so it looked like the timing was going to be completely off. But he's still alone, still in the 1-on-3, and with almost no health at all. He's going to go down. Basically... a strat from HellRaisers that caught very much what Property were trying to do. Property had a good idea of having essentially 1 guy down here, then 2 people in Pit, which means if HellRaisers had gone out from long, they would have been trapped, but they went short instead, and that meant, you know, the bomb could easily be put down, and they kind of get stuck down here on long, and they take some mid-range battles.
Yeah. With
Glock versus USP. You could come out on top, but you need to hit pretty much instant headshots, and they didn't.
Yeah, it's still scary, that fight always seems so scary. Has got a lot of bullets, but still at that range, you need to land 2 shots basically to get that kill. Those just going to get the drop on Jumpy. So HellRaisers out on long. They're already in a good position to be able to take this bomb site as well, having killed off 2 members right now for Property. It was a bit of a B stack as well for Property, seeing as how Emilio's come up on the B slope, but there are 2 guys holding on the site proper. HellRaisers not to be found on this side of the map. Instead, HellRaisers decided to bring the party to them.
Yeah, they've killed off Doja, so I guess that's something, but... Delito is the only one left. He's going to go down. And it will be a 10th round for HellRaisers. So we're going to wait another round before Property can actually buy up rifles, although Delito does have a lot of money. 4,200 in the 3rd round is pretty good, but they're not going to try anything crazy. And I think that's a good idea. I mean, if they go for a double off setup here, that could actually be kind of cool if they can shut down Simple.
If they can shut down Simple, he seems to be kind of the linchpin here for HellRaisers as well. Taking point, this time at long, pulling a Delpan. Missing. Nope. Landing both shots. He goes for the other one. Getting a little bit greedy. Definitely pulling a Delpan. Those is there to save the day and make sure that Property can't pick up that AWP, but that was still a scary situation there. Jumpy just so hungry for frags.
Oh, and he lives up to his name again. Takes the jump. C-set 75 mid-air. Does get Markolov. So 2 really good kills coming in. Doja will save the AK that Simple dropped. So also the AWP. So it's not the end of the world for HellRaisers, but they lose a few more rifles than they wanted to. And now let's see what Property can come up with. Delpan. Actually, Delito's going to be buying in the AWP because he had the most money. But yeah, Delpan will have the AWP. And Simple has one on the other side.
Yeah, no double out play here out of Property. But still, Delpan, a man to be feared. On Dust 2 tries through the doors. If Delpan landed that shot, I wouldn't even have been surprised. I mean, he is absolutely capable, but still, it's going to come down to standard simple play coming out here from Property. No surprise as well, seeing as how they are playing with the stand-in, so it isn't their whole lineup here. So they would try and go for safe, secure play, not do anything too crazy. But for now, at least, it's going to be set kind of rotating in to make sure that mid has covered from CT spawn. Both players holding solid on the B site as well. So not a whole lot of attention put on mid. Only now is Emilio coming in here to plug the gap.
Bit of a strange flashbang or syringe smoke out into the middle. I mean, it does mean they can kind of try and secure or try and focus a little bit more maybe on CT spawn, see if they can get someone in here. Emilio's in a pretty safe position, and he's actually going to take down Angel through the smoke, but Angel got the kill first. That still leaves the B bomb side a little bit exposed here. Yeah,
only one guy there. They leave a man kind of floating around in mid, but Emilio's going to be able to get through that smoke. Delito trying to get the drop on him from Plateau. Sets it up for Emilio, who picks up his second frag, but this is still a 3-on-3 situation, and they're not able to get into this site. Doja's going to catch one man trying to rotate through mid. Emilio still alive at the window, eats a full nade, will deny the plant, and he's still alive! Double kill for him, but the Molotov.
Oh, he's going to have to run. Is it going to be Emilio's second ace? He's already got 4 kills, and I really want Sed to just stay out of this, because Emilio, man, he deserves this one. Sed actually turns around at the wrong time, and now Emilio, oh no, he's not going to get it. So still just 5 seconds left, and Doja can't actually win the round. So credit to Emilio anyway. Already had 1 ace this game, and now it's a quad kill to save his team. A really, really insane jump through the window. That could have just as well cost him his life and the round.
Yeah, amazing that he actually manages to get that. The first kill, okay. You know, you can think like, yeah, if he lands his shots, he'll be able to pick that one up. But the second HellRaisers member in that site needs to be able to get that kill on Emilio near instantly after Markelov gets caught. But him able to just keep his cool and get those 2 frags, that was just insane play from him. And again, we're just seeing him play out of his mind on Dust 2. So Emilio continues to have strong performances here for Team Property. HellRaisers have got to be a little bit rattled after that.
A little bit, right. That probably felt like that was a near secure round for them.
Yeah.
But they can still buy, and Jumpy's going to be peeking here. Great shot with the FAMAS. Oh, and a second headshot comes in on Kucha. Very low. He's aiming pre-firing. Jumpy out of his mind right now. That's a 3rd kill. Pistol in hand. He's going for the quad, and he very nearly gets it. That is some very impressive rifle control right there. And that's going to leave Simple in kind of a hard spot here.
That was a sick shot as well. He gets another headshot on Markelov with the P2K. Simple now roasting. He's kind of boxed into this corner, forced back into the flames. 40 HP left on him, but it's a 1-on-4, and he's going to get flanked. He's looking towards the A site, and Delito chooses that moment to just go for the push up cat and finds him. So Team Property bouncing back in this CT half, bringing the score to 11-9, and they've got a little bit of money on their side as well. Question is, are HellRaisers going to buy and even their money, or are they just going to go for a flat eco here and wait for the next round? They want to make sure, like, I think that it's becoming a core part of their game now for HellRaisers to make sure that Simple has that AWP. So Doja, he's nearly got $4,000 right now. If he just waits around, he'll be able to drop one for Simple in the round to come.
Emilio, out in the middle here, a little bit aggressive. He's got to be careful they don't catch him. He's going to try and grenade out, and actually, that grenade may have cost him his life. So it's hard to know, because if HellRaisers hadn't been just rushing him down, that would have been good timing, but because they really, really just put all in on everything on trying to catch him, they were just on time. So a little bit unfortunate for Emilio then. Sed putting some shots through, but actually takes a lot more damage than he dishes out here. Jumpy waiting out on long. He's got to get this kill on Angel. And again, the pre-fire, he sees the shadow on the ground, so it's really easy for him to get that pre-fire off.
That was really tricky of him as well. He made it look like somebody had smoked from the other side of the house, basically, from a pit or something like that. So unfortunately for Angel, he definitely thought that nobody was going to be in that house in that position. Yeah, this is always a fun boost to see as well.
Fun times on the HellRaisers team.
This is very cool because that spot that Simple is pre-aiming at right now, that's a very common spot to hold B slope from, basically looking towards mid. So with that boost, you can get a clever little headshot, basically open things up if you get with a little luck, right?
At Delito here, this is going to be really tough for him with the M4A1 as well. He's going to have to get a double kill. 1 is not enough here. He's going to pick up 1, sees the bomb as well. He's going to have to get 1 more, and he's not going to get it. And now, well, they lose another guy in middle. They do kill Markelov, but it is a 2-on-2. So Delpan gets that crossover kill on Markelov, and we'll see if this can actually work out. Bomb is already down.
I'd actually like to see Delpan just switch up for... I mean, I would like to see him switch up for an M4 at this point. There's Colts and FAMAS on the floor. This opens it up now for Simple, who's alive. He's got 25 HP, but he's got that M4. Gets the headshot on Delpan, drops him down to 5 HP. Way too close. Just way too close for comfort. If Delpan misses that shot, he's dead. And HellRaisers win an eco.
I feel like maybe Delpan should have been dead anyway. 5 health at the end of that round. That's I mean, just try and count the number of rounds here in the second half where Property have been just inches away from losing it, and somehow they come out on top anyway. I've got to say, when I saw this Property lineup, you know, apart from Delpan being on the lineup and said, you know, playing, to me it felt more like sort of, all right, this is like a fun nostalgia lineup, you know, but not like a really good lineup, just a, you know, yeah, you know, fun because of the history involved in it. I'm really excited about how well they're playing, actually. Especially
when you have Set saying that, you know, he's still working full-time. CS is not his full focus right now. He's not willing to quit his job, so he's just going to play, have fun, and see where it goes. So already getting results right off the bat, that's a good feeling. Doja with a good reaction there onto Set, who was boosted up onto blue at long, so that's really going to actually open things up here for HellRaisers.
And Delpan's hit 2 shots through those middle doors. That's going to be annoying as well. Jumpy, actually with some really good timing. Not sure why Doja came out of that one alive. That was scary. Maybe just, I don't know, a few bullets missing then. But it looked like Jumpy had the timing down right. And are they going to re-peak? Still a little bit of a battle going on. He's got some help, so yeah, he can get flashed in like that. Delpan being a body there. Jumpy. Oh, and the counter flash comes in. And actually still Jumpy comes out on top. Goes for the second one. And very nearly takes down Doja over on long. But it's a 3-on-4 here. The man advantage is once again with HellRaisers.
He had Doja. If he had an extra 2 bullets in his gun, he had Doja there. That M4A1, it's always so cool. Pew-pew lasers and everything. But there's so many situations where you just see them. Like, they had 2 more bullets in the mag. They would get a kill. But that's the difference. You have the silence, you can't see the tracers, but you lose 10 bullets in the mag. Usually, well, a regular unsilenced M4 has 30.
Depends on who you are, right? I mean, I need 30 bullets. That's what it's down
You're
to.
like Hiko, really. Yeah. You just spray everything
except
at any range.
Aim.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Like, aim what? No, I'm just going to just throw a hail of bullets at it. It's like Hiko's in Vietnam. He's just going to spray and spray and spray, and things are going to get shredded.
I bet if there was a chopper, Hiko would be the guy sitting up there with the M40, just going nuts. Well, Delpan's alone, so 1-on-3, and Property asking for a pause after this one. Some internet issues should be sorted out. Hopefully, not too long, and we'll have to see if they can get back into it. But a costly round for them to lose here. They did have a chance, but they could have got picked off one at a time. And Doja is the guy coming up with a quad kill, so that's pretty cool. And if you look at HellRaisers' team, right now they're actually they're sort of very close to each other, all of them. Nobody's sort of horribly underperforming. I guess Sed, if we're talking about it over here, is a ladder gacking a little bit in kills. But as you said, you know, not really having his full focus on the game just yet. Still prioritizing work and stuff like that over Counter-Strike, which is obviously a really bad idea. But I bet with time we'll get him on, you know, better thoughts, and he'll slowly surrender.
No, we don't approve of that.
No,
we don't approve of that play.
Play more Counter-Strike, Sed.
Exactly, Sed. You know, just play all day, every day. Doesn't matter. He's got a girlfriend too, so you know, it's just he just doesn't have the time. Just doesn't have the time. He's got a work, job, all these sorts of things. You know, social life. What are these things, Anders? I don't even know.
It's really easy. You call up work and you say, you know, I'm going to work from home today, which is, you know, I do even more at home, actually. It's amazing because, you know, phone is ringing all the time. I get more work done.
Okay.
You hang up the phone, you play Counter-Strike instead. Smart. Smart. Really smart.
Yeah, until your job finds out. Because they see you streaming and they're just like, wait a second. He's not sick. You get fired.
Then you just explain it's a VOD. It's not really live. They don't know how that works.
I was hosting.
Yeah. They don't know how that
There's
works.
this new function that Twitch just released, I swear.
Look, guys, if you're just joining us, then you gotta go and check out our new skins on the website. It's roomonfire.tv/workshop. And every time we've said that, it's crashed our website. We're hoping, because we've got a lot of great help with the website from Mebox. But we haven't really, you know, we just said we need a website. Can you guys help us out? And they were like, yeah, you know, we'll host your website. But we didn't really tell them, by the way, sometimes 50,000 people or 30,000 are going to tune in all at once. So it's a little bit unfair on them. We hope it's going to work tonight and it's going to be cool. But you should definitely go and check out the skins, the cartel skins that have just been released.
Yeah.
Designed by Hanzo and Coyote, are really cool graphic designers who, by the way, also have made our logo and are making a lot of other stuff too. They're insane.
They're
people.
sick, but these skins are amazing, guys. Really, really good to go and check them out, because really it's at roomonfire.tv/workshop. And really quick, you can actually click on the skins there. So if you can look at the skins, click on the skins, and that'll take you to their workshop links. You guys can see everything right there. But yeah, apparently we succeeded in crashing it again. So fantastic! We love it. This is what it's all about, really. It's the fact that 30,000 people may be going to the site, and I don't know if any site is prepared for that kind of just rush.
It's kind of hard, I guess, because normally if you have website traffic, it spreads out across along a day.
Yeah.
On a regular day for our website, it's kind of slow, I guess, and then all of a sudden it's streaming time, and 30,000 people tune in all at the same second. So just keep sticking around, guys, and you'll be able to see it. If not, go to our YouTube channel. You can check out our video on there. So that's youtube.com/Room1Fire Studios. Really simple stuff, and you'll see the video on top there in the list. That's a presentation of all of it, and you can find the skins in the workshop as well. It's really easy.
Yeah, exactly. You can find everything there. But, RoomOnFire.tv, we're going to have everything there, all the skins, any big announcements that come out. We have our schedule there for the stream as well, for whenever this stream goes live. And basically every night, so long as there's CS, pretty much, something's going to be happening on the site. So it's going to be it's what we want it to be, is like a community home for the CS.
Yeah.
So if you guys are up for anything at all, go and check it out. Soon I will say we'll have merch as well.
Yeah.
So if you want a hoodie or a shirt or a mouse pad,
stuff like that, it's definitely coming up. It's definitely coming up.
We don't have it quite yet, but we will have it soon. It's in progress, guys.
It's getting somewhere in the right direction. Yeah.
But right now we're still pausing the game, guys, in case you're wondering why you see our ugly mugs. We are still waiting for Emilio, I think, to come back into the game right now. So Property asked for a pause. It's 12-10 the score. And so far, what do you make of Property? I mean, it seems like a lot of it is still kind of Emilio being the driving force behind this team.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know. They seem to have shown a willingness to try a lot of different stuff. That push that they're doing on the terrorist side, where they smoke off CT spawn and then sort of run through the smoke to try and catch anyone out, and then sometimes they end up going back to B, or sometimes they end up splitting through short as well, going to A. I like that they're trying to switch it up a lot. Like I said, I'm really excited about how they're playing. I think it's really cool. It seems like there's more to this team than just like the nostalgic factor of having Delpan and Zed play in here. And that's exciting.
It is cool to see. I mean, I'm wondering how much experience Zed has brought back as well, because, I mean, Zed has got like over a decade of CS behind him, having played with Nip way back in the day. I mean, hell, that was one of the first times we did something in Stockholm as well, Nip v Nip, the new Nip versus the old Nip, and Zed was actually there. So really friendly guy, super cool.
He is.
And just really glad to see him back in the CSGO scene, playing with a team that definitely looks like it's up to snuff. Like, they can start putting up a fight, because it's been a long time since we've seen a third team that was kind of up there with, Nip and Fnatic, like LGB was during Katowice. And after Katowice, we kind of saw LGB fall by the wayside. I think it was Copenhagen Games was their last team, or last LAN as a lineup. But that was really when, you had three solid teams for the Swedish scene.
Yeah.
Now it's really just Nip, Fnatic, and then potentially we have Property coming up.
Potentially. It's very interesting, because I guess if you're new to the Global Offensive scene, if you only just joined in the last 2 months and you're enjoying watching it and having a good time, and you think about the two top teams as being, like the two top Swedish teams as being Nip and Fnatic, sure. But there is an exceptional amount of Swedish talent out there that is currently not really put into any real team, or they're stuck in different weird mixed teams, right? Twist is one guy you could bring up as being an absolutely insane player. I would put Twist on level with someone like Olofmeister or someone up there if he plays regularly. Twist is one of the strongest players in Sweden. People just forget about it because he's not in a team right now. When he is, damn.
Yeah, maybe that's saying something. Maybe who is on a team right now and who isn't on a team right now, Anders. I mean, you're going after Olofmeister. Olofmeister, as far as I'm concerned, is damn near the best player in Sweden.
Well, yeah. I mean, him and Forrest and Get Right, they're all really far up there. There's no doubt about it, but I would put Twist not far behind.
Yeah,
that's a big statement, I know, but maybe it's just my.
No, I love Twist though, because Twist has definitely got it.
So we do have, I think the website may be partially working again. It goes up and down, guys. It's a resource thing. Like
we can go ahead and take a look at it, actually, if we can bring it up. Yeah, there we go. So here you guys have it, the website. Cool. So basically what's happening, guys, is that it's acting as a bottleneck. There's so many people that will go to the site at one time that only a few people will actually get in at a time. So it's something we're looking into fixing. So we apologize if you weren't able to get onto it, but if you keep trying, you'll be able to get on there, soon enough. But this is what we're talking about right here, the workshop. This is RoomOnFire.tv/workshop. You have the skins that we've released so far. So Street Camo, not Camel, Cartel, Cartel is the latest. It just released today, and this is definitely like our pride and joy right now. Like Hanzo and Coyote have done amazing work, and what you guys need to see, you can't really make out the detail, but the detail is insane on these skins, on the AK, everything. It's all been engraved into the skin, and it's a varnish finish. So all of the engraving on the AK, the Galil, and the P250 stands out in the light. So if it's in game, whenever the light changes, all of those engravings come to life pretty much on the guns. So it's definitely one of the sickest skins. Like, no doubt about it. Go and check out the video and go and check them out on the marketplace. They're definitely worth a vote.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So we're just looking forward to people checking them out and giving us feedback. I think there's a thread up on the Global Offensive subreddit somewhere as well, maybe. I don't know if actually I haven't checked, but I think there is somewhere out there. So yeah, we're looking forward to the feedback as well, and obviously we're going to keep. I mean, we still have even more skins coming up. That's the thing.
2 more sets.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, we have like infinite sets, but basically we have 2 more sets we're working on right now. Currently planned. There's 2 more sets that are going to come out before the end of the year. We're going to try and get them out before the end of the year, but.
Remember that the 2 of us, and we're going to be joined by Thorin. So we're going to be doing DreamHack Stockholm tomorrow and the day after. So
is Thorin going to be here tomorrow, or is he just going to be here for the main thing?
I actually don't know, because tomorrow we're doing it from the Fragbyte Master Studio.
Yeah, it's just like I love DreamHack because literally we have 0 animations. Like, can you guys do it? Yeah. Cool. And then we have to call them tonight and be like, so what time should we be anywhere, right? Oh, 12.
It's just that DreamHack feel,
Yeah, it's really just DreamHack.
Because I remember the first time I went, I was pretty panicked about, just how late all the information got there. Now I'm just sort of used to it. I feel like, all right, it's just, it's cool. You find the time when you do, and we'll
gotta
figure
love
it out.
That's the beauty of DreamHack. It's all by the seat of your pants. It's literally all at the last second.
But the upside is they're really friendly people, so you kind of roll with it,
and
right?
They come through. This is gonna be sick for CS. Like this is what I asked for last year when we were doing Stockholm last year, and they had it in the Globen. I was just like, come on, guys, you put CS in here, the whole thing is filled. You can pack this entire stadium. And sure enough, this year we're gonna have the semis and the finals all played out in the main arena. The Globe here in Stockholm is gonna be packed full of CS fans.
Yeah, that's going to be insane. So yeah, if you happen to be in Stockholm, you should definitely come check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's worth checking out. I think it's going to be, the main stuff is going to be happening on Friday afternoon. So if you can take some time off of work, something like that, I mean, that's the thing. It's going to be in the afternoon on Friday. So if you're not working, perfect for you. There's also a bar there, I hear, so you guys can have a good time, drink some beer while you watch CS in a huge event with all the CS fans. Like it's really actually just keeps getting better and better.
Can you drink beer in Sweden?
Yeah, you can. Every time it's actually, I mean, they did it last time. It's overpriced, of course, but it's actually, it's fun. It's fun if you're just in a stadium actually watching CS. You're like, okay, this is actually pretty cool.
Can we drink beer when we're there? That's a big question. I mean, we'll be working, but
yeah, I don't know about that.
Let's see what we can do. All right. I think we have.
Crazy, right?
I think we have players back on the server. So not quite the same players that we started off with, but we should go back into the game and let's see what we can figure out here. Because I think Mike-Lele has joined up instead of Delito. So unfortunate internet issues strike again, and hopefully there won't be too many this evening.
All right, well, let's see. Mike-Lele.
It's not the worst standard you could pick up.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And he's been recently removed from his team as well, so he's going to get a chance to shine here on property. We'll see if he can make a good mark.
He wasn't wanted even on unwanted.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's like a next level, right? There's unwanted, and then there's just completely excluded.
Yeah, well, he's a really, really good player, so we'll see if he can't find a home eventually. He's going to go down here. They only really have pistols on the CT side, so it is going to be 13 to 10 here in favor of HellRaisers. We're still on the first map, so there's plenty of time for Property to show us something more. If there's not going to be in this round, they don't really get anything done, and Angel will pick up 3 good kills for himself. And they really still don't have a lot of money on the Property side. That's the problem here. No AWPs or anything. I mean, they're going to save it. They're going to double econ. I think they're probably going to go for a double up this time.
Curious. I mean, Micah can play. He can play Scar 20. He can play AWP. We've seen him do it in the past. He's pretty versatile as a player. He's kind of like a Forest, where you can kind of just give him anything and he can get frags with it. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him go for an AWP. That could be something that really catches HellRaisers off guard here as well. Right now, what Property are looking to do in this round in particular is just deal some damage. They've got 3 CZs, 2 P250s, so they've definitely got some firepower on their side. If they can just find an angle and get a couple kills on HellRaisers, they'll consider this round 1.
Emilio's going to take a quick peek and does spot half the HellRaisers team, so some information really received there. Kucha trying to take a shot at a teammate, and Angel through the smoke going to pick up one, keep spraying, and it's going to be the second for him. Zed goes down, and that pretty much opens up the whole of the A-bomb site for them.
I love that. Angel, no fear. Through fire and flames, he wants that A site. And they're actually going to manage to get up onto that site, no problem at all. They've got the bomb there as well. Flank. Markelov gets 2 guys lined up at the top of mid. Delpan and Jumpy both shot in the back. No mercy for Markelov, leaving Michael alone. Last man alive here for Property. Last Swede alive. And he's going to get mowed down mercilessly by Kucher. So 14-10. HellRaisers now 2 rounds away from securing the first map in this best of 3. And they're looking to be in pretty fine shape, economically and just as far as the stats are going right now. They are looking very good. Just everybody kind of pulling their weight on this team right now.
And they are. HellRaisers, which is good news. I feel like they're all the time on the verge of finding that, you know, that perfect rhythm that could really propel them in. Because, again, if you're a newcomer to the scene, you might not think HellRaisers is all that hot, but they could be one of the best teams in the world. No doubt. And they've always had the firepower. It always seemed that they were never able to work together as a unit. And when they did, when they really did, you know, flash in for each other, re-peek, well, not re-peek, but go for refrags, always had a man behind them, you know, going for refrags, that sort of thing, working together as a unit, they looked unstoppable. That was the HellRaisers that we all love to watch, because a lot of the time HellRaisers would just kind of play individual CS, where it was all every man for himself, just running around, not even flashing, not doing anything really, just kind of taking aim battles left and right, and that's when HellRaisers really struggle. So if bringing Simple on is enough of a change, you know, perhaps bringing a dedicated AWPer onto the team is enough of a change to get them working as a unit, it's going to be about damn time that we see HellRaisers start to make it up onto that podium. Now, this setup here is going to be interesting. Emilio actually got any flashbangs, and Michael is going to peek out a little bit too soon. It's going to get him killed. Now it's up to Emilio, and he almost gets a second kill. Simple surviving on 2 health. That would have been a really great double kill, but it's still a 3-on-3, and there's still a chance they could do something. Here, Zed with the Molotov is going to rain it in. Is going to kill anyone? No, it's not going to do anything, unfortunately. So bomb down, and now it's a retake. Retake now. Simple could get flanked here, and he does. Jumpy coming in through T-spawn. This is looking like a good opportunity here for Property. They've got the man advantage until Kucher decides to slap one down in the face. Man walking through the doors is going to get caught as well. That's Markelov now alive in a 1v1. Delpan knows where he is, though. Goes for the wild spray, and he's not going to get it. Big opportunity there. Delpan not managing to pull it off, and this is going to put HellRaisers on match point now. Oh, it looked like that should have been the opening, basically, for Property. I think they almost had that, and now, yeah, you're right. It's map point for HellRaisers. And the Swedish team, in spite of having a double eco, they really don't have a lot to show for it here. They can't really do anything. No, that's really rough. Especially with Delpan having the information where where Markelov was. So for him not to land the shot, that's definitely a blow dealt to his confidence and to the team confidence as well going into this last round. But he hasn't stopped. He's landed 2 consecutive shots and picked off Angel from mid to begin. So Delpan already off to a good start here. And this is the kind of way to redeem yourself, Delpan. Start landing some jump headshots here with the scout. Pull a Sean Gears. What they need right now. Emilio has a deagle over here, and there's a tower going on inside. What is this? Actually boosted up, looking on the, you know, all the way on the far side of that crate. That's a really cool idea. Again, HellRaisers is showing us some innovation here. Some ingenuity. And they do it. They did this over on Cat, looking in through, looking over the wall of mid doors towards B slope. So it's cool to see HellRaisers just trying to change up their game right now. And of all the times to do it, it's this one makes sense because they're down a man. They're on map point. If they can pull something clever out of the bag and just manage to catch Property off guard, that ends the game right here. But it doesn't look like the Property are going to give them the opportunity. Property playing very passively right now. They're not really showing anything at all, apart from Emilio rushing into T-spawn. Yeah, he's going to maybe have a chance here. Michael Lily has the Max 7 in hand. He's going to be jumping in. Kucher's down. Second kill comes in. And that's a really nice double from Michael Lily. The stand in here. Delpan is going to get hunted down, though. Doja can't find the kill. And Markelov is now in a 1-on-2. Already taken some damage. He's going to make the crossover, but he hasn't got control of the bomb. He's being shot in the back as well. Finally, Emilio, having trekked all the way across the map, has found Markelov. And there's 8 seconds left. He's going to go down. Jumpy with the kill. And Property stay in it for a little bit longer. And the fact is, if they can win the next 2 rounds, make it to 15-13, they might force it in an eco on HellRaisers. This the overtime is not completely out of the question at this point. It could really happen.
Oh, it definitely can. Yeah, it's not out of the question at all. This is looking like a really tight, good situation. Thought perhaps that somebody got tagged there by Simple to start, but he does not land the shot. Property are going to manage to make it out of here in one piece. They're going for a 2-1-2 setup right now, Property, so spreading out well across the map, trying to cover all the gaps in case HellRaisers try to get fancy. But HellRaisers, standard as well from them, 1-3-1. Spread out on their side, making sure that Property can't push in anywhere across the map.
We shall see. Really need this. I mean, it'd be nice if Property could start off with an early map lead. I mean, I think HellRaisers is definitely the favorites going into this match, so Property are going to have to show us as much as they can right here. And they do trade Emilio for Angel, but Emilio seems to have been playing so well. Bit of a shame he goes down so early in this round.
Yeah, he's definitely the point man. Michael Lilith peeking out from window. He's starting to wake up here. He's going to manage to get back into position on the B site as well, but gets caught out in the open. Simple, too quick for him.
That said, it takes a little bit of an early peek, not really waiting for his teammates here, and that's going to get him killed too. Simple will come up with that kill, and it's a double for him already. How are they going to get in here without going down? That's the big question. Simple guarding it, actually falls off the box, and somehow Delpan's alive, but not for long. That's a third kill for Simple, leaving Jumpy in a 1-on-3, and it feels like HellRaisers are going to put an end to Dust 2 here. Jumpy will pick up the first kill, but Markelov will take him down, and that's going to be 16-11. HellRaisers coming out on top, not exactly easily. That was a little bit scary, actually.
Yeah, they had to fight for it.
Yeah.
That with having to change up a stand-in halfway through, pretty much. But Michael Elliott managing to actually wake up a little bit at the end. Property not able to really recover themselves. I think what happened, basically, is if they were able to pick up a couple more rounds on their T side, then they feel definitely a bit more comfortable going into the second half, and we're looking at a much closer game. If they had just a little bit more of a cushion to work with there, but HellRaisers managing to get so many rounds on their CT half. Going into the T half, of course, they're going to be confident. They've had more time together as that lineup.
Well, guys, we're going to go to a quick break before we get into the second map, so don't go very far. Check out the website in the meantime, and we'll just be on a pause screen and listening to a little bit of music. So, yeah, stick around, and we'll be back soon.